My name is Sydney, and I'm from Hawaiian Homes, Wai'e Home on Maui. And
I'm Siri, and I'm grandma from Hawaiian Homes, Wai'ehu.
I decided I wanted a natural birth because I figured it would be just better for the baby and them coming into the world. It could be, you know, doesn't have a whole bunch of like chemicals and whatever inside of her. Even though, like we weren't born like natural birth.
Yeah, natural birth was all new to me because I had 2 C-sections, but even before I knew I had to have a C-section, I didn't even think of doing it naturally. I would just go with whatever the doctor says, bring it on the pain medication. So when Sydney decided to do natural, I was kind of like, are you sure? But the more she was learning from Malia and talking to me about it, then I was thinking, oh yeah, you know, oh my gosh, I gave all these medications to her while I was in labor.
So, our plan was to not have any pain medication when I went into labor. So, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. Preparing myself for that, we went to the retreat. My husband came with me, thankfully, because he wasn't for like doing the all natural thing, because I guess since we all had like not natural stuff, he was just more like, oh, just do it, like everybody else did it, so why we don't have to do that. But going to the retreat, it was good because then we learned a whole bunch of stuff to prepare us for giving birth and what to expect and how our bodies change to get ready to give birth to a baby. Learn different positions for pushing and different techniques for like relaxing while you're in labor, and that really helped. I was telling her like, oh, this is my birth plan and blah blah blah, and she was like, what? You like need?
You have a birth plan?
Like,
I thought the plan was you just go in and do whatever the doctor says.
Yeah. So she didn't even know about that, and I didn't know before the retreat either. So we used Malia as our doula. It was good because I could like text her or call her whenever and ask her all kinds of questions on like what I should do or if something was wrong. During my laboring and the birth, I felt that it was really helpful that she was there, because even though I had my mom and my husband there, they both didn't really know about it either. So having her there to keep us calm and talk us through it, keep us relaxed, and it was really helpful because then everyone could like take breaks and whatever. And she was there and she held me in the shower and she picked me up off the ground. She would massage my back and just tell me like send me good vibes to be able to go through that whole labor, and it really helped. I guess when I was like 9, I felt like I had to push, but I wasn't pushing. It was just my body was like trying to get the baby out, and it was really, really hard to like hold myself back from pushing, and it was just really crazy. So most of the time I was in the shower, the warm water, and that really helped a lot. But as soon as I was really ready to push, that was like the easiest part of the whole thing. And I feel like that, well, it was the fastest part, but when I started pushing, there was like no pain. I was just focused on like trying to get her out. So I heard I was making crazy faces, but I don't know what it looked like. And then once she was out, there was no pain whatsoever. So I'm very glad that I did it naturally, because I could walk around and I was perfectly fine after that. As soon as we got to the maternity side, we're in the room just like walking around, cruising, like talking stories, like nothing. So they were like really surprised, like, "Did you just give birth this morning?" "Yeah, we just got here right now." So they were like really shocked. It's just that extra support and someone who's educated on natural birth, and they're there to help you. So I think it's for everyone. And if you had a baby before, I think it would totally change your experience of having another baby. So I think that everyone should have a doula.
Having the Malia as doula was wonderful because she gave me a sense of calm. Like I'm very panicky, but I felt like I didn't get totally stressed out because she was very confident about the whole birthing process, and she was this sense of calm in the room. When Sydney was ready to give up, her voice was just so calm and said, "No, you can do it." And I think Sydney listened to that. If it was just me and her husband solo, we might have just gave in and said, "Just give up and do the medication." It was also really nice and really loving because at some times when Sydney just wanted to break down and cry, Malia was just holding on to her and hugging her, and that was just really helpful. And it was also good to have somebody who was very knowledgeable, because like for me, if the nurses wouldn't have wanted to stick to Sydney's birth plan, I wouldn't know what to say. And I recommend a doula for grandmas in the room.
Yeah.
In the labor room.
Yeah, because a doula can be for anyone, not just the mother.
Yeah. And it was really a good experience. I loved it.